Imagine waking up to find your homeland battered by yet another intense hurricane or flood. Events that were once rare but now frighteningly routine. What's causing of this dramatic change in our environment? Today, my purpose is to persuade you to support the belief that global warming causes climate change. I'm interested in this topic, so I researched it to provide you with current and accurate information. After my speech, you will have a deeper understanding of why global warming is the primary cause of climate change. With this information, you will be better equipped to make informed decisions about supporting actions that address the urgent issue. Today, I will begin with the problem, which is why global warming is the cause of climate change, then cover its cause, and I will end up with offering my solutions. With the roadmap in place, let's begin with the problem. The problem is some people oppose the idea that global warming causes climate change. For example, only 41% of Americans believe that global warming is the primary cause of climate change, indicating significant public doubt. According to 2021 report, Americans see different global threats facing the country today, published by Pew Research Center. Only 41% of Americans view global warming as the primary drivers of climate change, reflecting widespread skepticism about its cause. In other words, this low level of agreement suggests that many in the public either question the role of global warming or are uncertain about the scientific consensus on climate change issues. Another example, only 32% of the conservatives agree global warming causes climate change. According to 2022 report, American views on climate change and global warming published by Gallup, only 32% of conservatives agree that global warming is a key cause of climate change, highlighting a significant divide among political lines. In other words, this low percentages indicates that many conservatives are either doubtful of the human impact on climate change or support alternative explanations for the climate change. With the problem in mind, let's look at its cause. People oppose the idea that global warming causes climate change for two primary reasons. The first reason comes from believing climate change is a result of Earth's natural cycle, not global warming. According to the August 12, 2020 report, States of the Climate in 2019, published by the peer-reviewed American Meteorological Society, temperature fluctuations and extreme weather patterns have occurred throughout history, long before human industrial activity began to impact in the environment. In other words, natural temperature changes and weather events have always occurred, even before industrialization and human activities. However, global warming has a significant relationship with climate change. According to the August 2021 report, Climate Change 2021, the physical science basis contribution of Working Group 1 to the South Assessment Report of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. By the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the United Nations body for assessing the science related to climate change, human activity releases greenhouse gases that traps heat in the atmosphere, causing global temperature to rise and leading to a long-term climate shift. In other words, the report indicates a direct causal link between human global warming and climate change. The second reason comes from believing that the cause of climate change is misinterpreted or exaggerated. According to the 2019 report, Climate Change Reconsidered Second, Fossil Fuels, published by the Non-Governmental Panel, International Panel on Climate Change, NIPCC, suggests that skeptics argue the data linked global warming to human-caused climate change is inconclusive, overstated, or misinterpreted. In other words, some believes the evidence tying global warming to human-caused climate change is unclear, exaggerated, or misinterpreted. However, the cause of climate change is not misinterpreted or exaggerated. According to the July 2021 report, 2020 States of High Tide Flooding with a 2021 Outlook, published by the National Oceanic and Atmosphere Administration, or NOAA, hurricanes, droughts, and floods have become more frequent and severe due to climate disruption linked to global warming. In other words, the report illustrates a strong positive relationship between global warming and extreme weather. With the problem and its cause covered, let's consider my solution. My solution to support the idea that global warming causes climate change offers two primary benefits. The first benefit is policies and actions to combat climate change. According to 2015 research, overview of the Clean Power Plan, published by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, acknowledging human-driving global warming has led to policies like Clean Power Plan, such sets a limit on carbon emissions from power plants, directly reducing the primary contributors to greenhouse gases. In other words, the policies reflect how recognizing human impacts drives tangible actions to address climate change, so that we can combat climate change effectively. The second benefit is to protecting our planet's future. According to 2015 report, the Paris Agreement, published by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, emphasized that the widespread acceptance of global warming as a human causes is crucial for international agreements like Paris Agreement, which aims to limit temperature rise through emission reductions. In other words, these international commitments reducing carbon output demonstrate how support this belief can help our planet's future. In conclusion, supporting the idea that global warming is the driving force behind climate change is crucial for our future. Let's review what we learned today. First, we have learned the problem is some people oppose the idea that global warming causes climate change, as evidenced by only 41% of Americans believes that global warming is the primary cause of climate change, indicates significant public doubt, and only 32% of conservatives agree global warming causes climate change. Next, we have learned people oppose the idea that global warming causes climate change for two primary reasons, including the belief that climate change is the result of Earth's natural climate fluctuations, not global warming, and the cause of climate change is misinterpreted or exaggerated. However, we now know global warming has a significant relationship with climate change, and the cause of climate change is not misinterpreted or exaggerated. Finally, we learned my solution is to support the idea that global warming causes climate change offers two primary benefits, which are policies and actions to combat climate change and protect our planet's future. Now that you have known for sure that global warming is the cause of climate change, we have the power to make a difference. To combat global warming and, in turn, protect our planet's future together, we can ensure that no one has to wake up to find their hometown battered by another intense hurricane or flood.